You know what the worst part of living in a fascist dystopian hellscape is? The shit they put on TV.
Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix, is a Ubisoft Netflix extravaganza animated series that I was very excited for, but also a little bit worried about how chaotic it would be. Would there be any story in this that would be good enough to keep my attention, emotionally engaged, and worth my time? Let's talk about it. The year is 1992. The country formerly known as the USA is now called Eden, a technology ruled by propaganda and corruption. Super soldier Dolph Laserhawk has just been betrayed by the love of his life and locked up in Eden's top security prison, Supermax. He must now lead a team of rebel outcasts on risky undercover missions in order to survive. So there are only 6 episodes, there's 25 minutes apiece, and I have to say you're probably going to be disappointed at the end because it is a super cliffhanger. The cliffhanger suggests that there's going to be a massive storyline, that they're just getting started with what's going on in this series. And that's unfortunate because the story does feel somewhat rushed. There's a lot that they get into this world by establishing all the Ubisoft trademarks and putting them into the storyline. You're going to see so many that you could go through each episode and, find all those Easter eggs, which is a lot of fun. I'm not going to say the ones that I found in here. I don't want to do, it's not really spoilers, but it's kind of exciting to see what characters they're going to use and put in here. However, if you've seen the trailer, you'll know that Rayman is one of the main characters in here, and it's probably never seen before how they've used Rayman in this. A lot of fun to see that character. However, it is an adult animated series, so if you were thinking you could let your kids watch this, if you've ever done any Far Cry games or played the Blood Dragon game, you'll know how gory, how adult this series is, and that's what this is totally. The thing is, they have a lot of fun in this series. It doesn't take itself too seriously at the beginning. First couple of episodes really kind of introducing a sort of Suicide Squad storyline, having a lot of fun with those IPs that they're putting in here, mixing and mashing the sort of animation styles that we get, many pixelated moments, gaming moments, all kind of melded into one storyline that is, I guess, celebrating all of Ubisoft's and animation together. And so what you end up having is a world of imagination, a world of Ubisoft imagination, and with Netflix's animated team, comes across as really fun to watch. But what I was surprised by is how much I was invested in the characters. And this would be my top tip. Don't get too invested in the characters you like, because this is a true tested formula of a sort of Game of Thrones storyline. If you know what I mean, you've seen any of Game of Thrones, you'll know that there are characters in there that you love and suddenly they're taken away. That is going to be the case here. I wanted more from certain characters that I didn't get enough of. I was sad to see some go, but that's actually pretty spectacular. When we've only had 6 episodes and you're actually sad or emotionally engaged with the characters, they've done a very good job at getting you to root for Laserhawk. At the beginning, there's a romance. In the middle, there's a team that's formed that you like. And for reference, I really want an Assassin's Creed Frog game. A ninja frog, obviously Ninja Turtles kind of comes to mind. But with the character that you see in here that's an assassin, you've seen in the trailers, he, I think, is my favorite character. I loved him in this and I really want more from him. But saying that, just as we're really getting to the emotional bits, the story ends and you want more from it. So it leaves you wanting more, but it does make me worried how long we'll have to wait. Even on IMDb, it says 6 episodes, which means that they haven't done the classic thing of making 12 and splitting it up. They're probably still going into production to see if this is something that people were going to enjoy and like. For me, I loved every episode. I loved the progression of the storyline, the music, which was a mixture between jazz and synth, cyber punk, which is exactly what you'd expect and looks like. And then there's, of course, score cues for old pixelated games or different style of games that you'd have in here. So many nods to their IPs, but also quite a few surprises that I wasn't expecting to see in here. It's a really fun ride. Very short, very quick, somewhat rushed, and leaves you on a cliffhanger. So I probably would have given this like a 4.5 out of 5 Nicolas Cages, but I'm going to stick with the 4.
And you got one. Congratulations.
Teetering slightly less than that because of that massive cliffhanger, because of how rushed it felt in parts. But the voice work and animation and story, all of that crafted together, it leaves it for a really fun, wild ride, which I think is definitely worth you jumping in and having a look. If you like any of the Ubisoft games, you'll definitely find something in here for you to recognize, but also surprising story that I think they're really starting to build a bigger world, which is a lot of fun. Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments below about this one. If you'll check out my channel, if you're still watching, thank you for supporting us. We've got the Bearded Ones Patreon, over 65 videos there, and the Patreon starts at £1. And the Patreon, we collaborate with Movies and Munchies every week, putting new content in there. Full Patreon kind of video podcast with the Movies and Munchies, the best thing we watched, kind of adding to what you can get just as a core package, all for £1 really. So really kind of giving you more if that's what you want. Loads of other content on my channel. Thanks so much for supporting us, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.